Hello, today is World Theatre Day, 27th March 2020, and we are sitting in the confines of our rooms when the world goes into lockdown. But we are still reading theatre. We are reading Macbeth, which Shakespeare wrote when England was in the throes of the Black Death or the Plague, and Shakespeare wrote some of his best works then. So we are reading now from The Tragedy of Macbeth, Act 1, Scene 1.
When shall we three meet again? In thunder, lightning, or rain?
When the hurly-burly's done, when the battle's lost and won.
That will be ere the set of sun.
Where the place?
Upon the heath.
There to meet with Macbeth.
I come, Grimalkin.
Paddock calls anon.
Fair is foul, and foul is fair.
Hover through the fog and filthy air.
So foul and fair a day I have not seen.
How far is it called to forest? What are these, so withered and so wild in their attire, that look not like the inhabitants of this earth, and yet are on it? Live you? Or are you aught that men may question? You seem to understand me by each at once her choppy finger laying upon her skinny lips. You should be women, and yet your beards forbid me to interpret that you are so.
Speak, if you can. What are you? Were done quickly. If the assassination could trammel up the consequence and catch with his surcease success, that but this blow might be the be-all and end-all. But here, upon this bank and shoal of time, we jump the life to come. But in these cases, we still have judgments here, that we but teach bloody instructions, which, being taught, return to plague the inventor. This even-handed justice commends the ingredients of our poison chalice to our own lips. He's here in double trust. First, as I am his kinsman and his subject, strong both against the deed, then as his host, who should against his murderer shut the door, not bear the knife myself. How now? What news?
He has almost supped. Why have you left the chamber?
Hath he asked for me?
Know you not he has?
We will proceed no further in this business. He hath honoured me of late, and I have bought golden opinions from all sorts of people, which would be worn now in their newest gloss, not cast aside so soon.
Was the hope drunk, wherein you dressed yourself? Hath it slept since? And wakes it now to look so green and pale at what it did so freely? From this time such I account thy love, thou art afeard to be the same in thine own act and valour as thou art in desire. Wouldst thou have that which thou esteemest, the ornament of life, and live a coward in thine own esteem, letting I dare not wait upon I would, like the poor cat in the adage?
Prithee, peace! I dare do all that may become a man. Who dares do more is none.
What beast was it then that made you break this enterprise to me? When you durst do it, then you were a man, and to be more than what you were, you would be so much more the man. Nor time nor place did then adhere, and yet you would make both. They have made themselves, and that is their fitness now. Does unmake you. I have given suck, and I know how tender 'tis to love the babe that milks me. I would, while it was smiling in my face, have plucked my nipple from his whole boneless gums and dashed the brains out, had I so sworn as you have done to this.
If we should fail?
We fail, but screw your courage to the sticking place, and we'll not fail. When Duncan is asleep, whereto the rather shall his day's hard journey soundly invite him, his two chamberlains, will I with wine and wassail so convince that memory, the warder of the brain, shall be a fume, and the receipt of reason a limbeck only. When in swinish sleep their drenched natures lie as in death, What cannot you and I perform upon the unguarded Duncan? What not put upon his spongy officers who shall bear the guilt of our great quell?
Bring forth men children only, for thy undaunted metal should compose nothing but males. Will it not be received when we have marked with blood those sleepy two of his own chamber, and used their very daggers that they have done't?
Who dares receive it? Other, as we shall make our griefs, and clamour roar upon his death.
I am settled, and bend up each corporal agent to this terrible feat. Away, and mock the time which fairest show. False face must hide what the false heart doth know. Who's there? What ho?
Alack, I am afraid they have awaked, and 'tis not done. The attempt and not the deed confounds us. Hark, I laid their daggers ready. He could not miss them. Had he not resembled my father as I slept, I would have done it. My husband!
I have done the deed. Didst thou not hear a noise?
These deeds must not be thought after these ways. So it will make us mad.
Methought I heard a voice cry, sleep no more. Macbeth does murder sleep. The innocent sleep, sleep that knits up the ravelled sleeve of care. The death of each day's life, so labour's bath, balm of hurt minds, great nature's second course, chief nourisher in life's feast.
What do you mean?
Still it cried, sleep no more, to all the house. Glamis hath murdered sleep, and therefore Cawdor shall sleep no more. Macbeth shall sleep no more.
Who was it that thus cried? Why, worthy Thane, you so unbend your noble strength to think so brain-sickly of things. Go get some water and wash this filthy witness from your hand.
Whence is that knocking? How is it with me when every noise appalls me? What hands I hear! Ah, they pluck out mine eyes. With all great Neptune's ocean, wash this blood clean from my hand.
My hands are of your colour, but I shame to wear a heart so white. I hear a knocking at the south entry. Retire we to our chamber. A little water clears us of this deed. How easy is it then?